Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome back to Let's Play The Twisted Tales of Spike McFang for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. I am now at level 16, which is the max level. You get that upon reaching 65,000 experience points, and I did it solely with the ice enemies that are in this room, the Ice Queens. And it only took me 40 minutes from level 12 to get to level 16. Once you get to level 13, finding the enemies in this room is a lot easier. And you could easily tear through them and get a lot of experience points every time you enter this room and come back. So now that that's over with, we're at max HP, we're at max experience, as you can see. I have 256 experience points, and it's now time to get the show on the road. We're just going to jump over this gap. We're going to keep jumping our way through here. And we will see some new hazards, such as these little spiked rolling things that will hit us if we don't jump over them. We have these little pink things that will spit balls at us. The icicles are back. And you may see a giant bird, a giant sparrow show up every so often, and wow, I just got slid all the way to where I wanted to go. That was interesting. And at this point, nothing can hurt us anymore, except the bosses. Being set on fire by the bombs, the sparrows that just push us back, even these things that just stun us. The snowmen that fly around, the time bombs, the arrow traps. Nothing can hurt us at this point. And we have a new enemy here, the Crystal Warriors. Or Crystal Knights, actually. They go down in mere seconds if you're level 16. They just jump towards you. They just take giant leaps towards you, and you can easily defeat them with the hat. And now we have a fork in the road, but we can easily get through it by going to the right and then making our way up. I'm not even finding any enemies anymore because I have nothing to get in terms of supplies or coins or experience to get anymore. And we're going to save our game here. Because why not? Do you want to record your progress? Yes, we do. Please hurry. There's no time to lose. And you want to drop down this leftmost hole in the room. There are 4 in the room. There are 4 holes in the room. You want to jump right into this one because this is the only way you're going to land here. You have these 3 spoon men coming together with their plan. All their friends are brown and red. Near a pile, not a pile, but rather a bowl of soup. Do you want some soup? Just don't tell the freezer about it. And we get the card of soup. You can get all the way up to 10. You can just keep talking to them and you can just keep getting soup cards. But you only really need 1 if you're at level 16. Also, if you have 10 soup cards, the game doesn't even check to see if you have 10 soup cards. It just gives you the card anyway. You just can't go past 10 cards. So let's just drop down the hole. And while we will have to recover some lost ground, it's really not going to be that difficult at all. Also, I'm pretty sure that the Crystal Knights can shoot projectiles out of their arms to the sides, but given that we're at max level, it's not even going to be an issue anymore. Also, I should mention that your companion is as strong as you are, so if you can deck enemies and mere hits, so can Camellia or Rudy. Also, there are instances where you will have 4 Ice Queens trying to surround you, but you can easily take care of them. Let's go ahead and save our game again, so that way we can save our soup card and our progress in case we mess this up, which we shouldn't be doing. And we're just going to keep walking to the right here and jump into this rightmost hole. You can't walk into the holes. You actually actively jump into them in order to drop down. By dropping in the rightmost hole, you can go to the right. There's going to be a few more enemies. But they're not going to be an issue. You can have 4 enemies surrounding you again. And thankfully, the game remembers your head is off and it will still, you know, transfer back to you even between screens, which is a good thing. Also, apparently, the Crystal Knights do not shoot projectiles out of their arms. They just spin their arms around and do virtually no damage because we're at max level. I'm going to keep saying max level throughout this video, I swear. You again. One humiliation wasn't enough for you, eh? It's your turn, Iceman. And it is really easy to accidentally go here without the soup card. Thankfully, we can use the soup card. You don't have to use L and R to switch between cards while paused. You can do it while the game is going, but I just do it while paused to make everything easier on myself. And by using the soup card... What? Soup? 3 bowls! How did you know about my weakness? And from here, we can just jump into this guy and keep hitting him while the bowls of soup are there as quickly as possible. He has the same tactics as before, but you're not going to see him because we're at max level and we use the soup against him. You are strong, Spike. I don't know how you knew about my weakness for soup, but you're good. And I can switch back to the empty card while he is blowing up, and he sends a sparrow to take us out of here. Yes, we get out of here via giant sparrow. I want to assume that's a sparrow. That was close. The ice palace is melting, and we were almost caught in the middle of it. The freezer wasn't such a bad guy after all. He saved us from the collapsing palace. Look! The snow is starting to melt! Even the freezer has been defeated by these meddlers. Hydra, summon all of my officers and have their troops surround the castle. Sir? What? They have all been defeated. All of the officers? Yes. Except for those of us here. Just us? Yes, sir. Well, we don't have far to go now. And, well, all the snow is gone, so there's that. Prince Spike, now that the village of vampires is safe, we can move on to Castle Vaughn Hessler to save King Dracuman and Queen Vampra. It'll be easy going by airship. Buy supplies, and I will prepare the ship for our journey. Will do, Professor. And from here you can save your game and buy supplies, which we're not going to do. I will talk to the townspeople one last time, though. Hope you got all the coins you need to buy supplies with, because you cannot go to the right and go back to the previous areas to farm for coins and experience, because the game won't let you. And if you go to this building right here, the Kagame building, there are no shops near Castle Vaughn Hessler. This is your last chance to buy supplies. You better buy them, and you better have 999 gold by the time you're here if you don't have the lightning hat or any of the spells that you need. Interestingly, there's only one spell that you need, and I will mention it when the time comes. The snow is gone. Our village is back to normal. Thank you for saving our village. I hope that you can now find Queen Vampra. Professor Steam is borrowing my airship. It's old, but still skyworthy. And I believe that's all the people that we can talk to. And of course, this is actually not the last time you get to save your game. You can save your game near Vaughn Hessler's castle. So let's go ahead and do that, so that way we don't have to go through the whole freezer guy again. And then let's talk to Professor Steam, because we have everything we can get at this point. Let's go to the Castle Vaughn Hessler. Last chance to back out. Take the airship. The airship travels quickly. Also, Spike's hat has a red flower on it. And it has some red stuff on it. That is only from the Japanese version of the game. I'm surprised they didn't change that. I can already see Castle Vaughn Hessler on the horizon. Also, Spike looks kind of goofy. I'm surprised they didn't change his appearance in the American version of the game. I'm surprised they kept his anime appearance intact. I'm glad we didn't leave you behind this time, Rudy. I wouldn't let it happen twice. The engine's on fire. Fire! Fire! And there's a creepy mountain in the background. I'm assuming that's where Castle Vaughn Hessler is. We're going down! And of course, the engine catches fire. We go down. I guess the engine just kind of gives up the ghost on its own. And Camellia gets rocketed out of the ship there. Camellia fell from the ship right before we crashed. We had to find her. Okay, say, where are we anyway, Professor? We're in the jungle of mazes. Uh-oh. You'll never make it through this jungle to Castle Vaughn Hessler unless you take the right path. Keep notes and watch for clues. Isn't this a jungle that say no one has ever returned from? We'll see about that. And from here, we can do nothing here. And we can save our game one more time. Do you want to record? Yes, I do. I might as well. And we go north from here. Here we will meet Camellia. Camellia, are you okay? Ouch. I'm fine. You sprained your ankle. It'll be fine. Let's go. I don't know, Camellia. It doesn't look like you should walk on it right now. You stay here and heal. Spike and I will continue on to the castle. Yeah. Okay. Okay. As soon as I feel better, I'll catch up with you. And from here we go north. And there are some paths that we need to take. We need to take the first right because... Or do we? Okay, no. If you hear the laughter, that means you took the wrong path. If you hear the little bell, that means you took the right one. So you do have to go to the right. So we go north, then we go to the right, then we take a right again from here. And then we go north. We are finding forest cloves. They're just the usual large clove that we've been finding throughout the game. I'm just hitting them to get them out of the way. And from here we need to go to the west and then back south. We need to take the first left that we see. And then we need to go north. And from here, we face the boss. You have traveled far, warriors. However, I cannot permit you to go any farther. Are you an agent of Vaughn Hessler? Yes. I have special orders to keep meddling intruders away from the castle. And that would be you. So we face Moray. This guy will shoot purple globs at us that will stick us to the floor. We can actually jump out of it, I think. There is the arm attack, and he can also shoot yellow projectiles at us once we get him to level up. You guys are pretty good for a couple of shrimps. Thankfully, we're at max level, so we can easily take this guy on. This guy will have a bunch of new attacks, such as the ability to shoot out his eyes forward. He can shoot these green globs around and try to hit you with those from above. But again, we're at max level. We can just easily just go fully aggressive on him and take him down just like that. If I'm going to go down, I'm going to take you with me. And from here, we need to watch out because he shoots out these 4 fireballs that, when hit, split into 4 further fireballs. But I managed to take them out in record time. Okay. We go north. I believe we go west? Okay, we go west. We need to go north, then to the east, and then to the north. The warriors here, they just chase at you and try to hit you. But they're pretty easy to take care of because, again, we're max level. And I believe we go north again. And there's only one way to go, which is north. We are now at Vaughn Hessler's castle. We just keep going north, and we will eventually reach Vaughn Hessler's room. We will see Vaughn Hessler's throne. There's not much of this castle, but I do like the music here. Very foreboding, very despairing, I should say. Probably one of the best tracks in the game. And hope you didn't forget about Hydra, because guess what? We had to fight her again. Finally! What took you so long? It's the stranger from the ice cave. What are you doing here? You're so ignorant. I'm the leader of Vaughn Hessler's army, fool. You did me a great favor by defeating the Freezer. After I get rid of you, Vampire will be my headquarters. Vaughn Hessler thinks he will rule Vladimasco. I'd be better at it, don't you think? We'll see about that. And from here, Hydra's level 13. She will spawn some enemies that you will have to avoid. Just keep throwing your hat at her. She'll keep trying to strike you with her staff. The little flaming skeletons will try to hit you with projectiles. She can also throw her lance at you too. You're not bad. Perhaps it just wasn't luck that got you this far. But now I will summon the power of Mandra and finish you off. And she will level up again. Let's get the hat ready. Keep on striking, Rudy. And that little summoning circle there summons Mantra, a little red dragon that tries to spit fire at you. And I just got Hydra cornered. That's pretty much all I can do to her. That's pretty much all she can do. Oh, I've lost my power. How could this happen? It's all over, Hydra. You have no more magic to conjure. Release the islands and our families. If you want to save Vladimasco, you will have to defeat Vaughn Hessler, your father, Rudy. My father is innocent. An evil force is controlling him. Let's find your father and get to the bottom of this. I'm telling you, Spike, my father would not do this. I believe you. Good. And from here, we go north. I took 2 hits of damage. I only took 2 hit points of damage. That's something. Well, let's keep going north. I know this video is going to go past 20 minutes, but we're basically at the end of the game now. And here's Vaughn Hessler. Ah, I've been waiting for you young adventurers. What's going on here? Father, you must be under a spell. Wake up. You will go down in defeat in the name of Oasa. Who is this Oasa? Well, we're about to find out soon, but first we have to defeat Vaughn Hessler. You definitely want to be careful when the rod starts flying around. Reminds me of the battle with Clarence. That rod will shoot lasers at you. Vaughn Hessler can teleport and shoot projectiles at you and around the room as well. Where is he? He's somewhere. There he is. Yeah, he'll teleport around the room and you may have to look for him a little bit. But the staff throw with the lasers and the little projectiles, he can shoot either directly at you or across the room. All of it's pretty easy to avoid. If you're at max level, you can just tear him to pieces. Something is happening. Your power is nothing compared to mine. Behold my true form and prepare to be destroyed. Incredible. No more Mr. Nice Guy. Your history, creep. Try to stop me. Let's go. Yeah! And let's get the hat ready. And let's get a spell ready because we will definitely need it because Vaughn Hessler's second form has a lot of hit points. Where's that one card I want to use? Ah, yes, the angel card. Time for funny music. And once I get the hat back. The angel card is the... Really? The angel card... There we go. The angel card is the only one you really need. All you have to worry about is just avoiding the many things that Vaughn Hessler throws at you. You have this orb that will follow you around. You have orbs that will travel to the side and shoot lasers to the south. You have his skiff that you need to avoid. He can shoot boomerangs at you. He can shoot fireballs at you. That is a freeze ray, by the way. Now, thankfully, hopefully, ow, the angel can keep up. Also, I can't use the hat while the angel's around. Primarily because the game treats the angel much like the hat. I think it's because of the sparkles or something. I'm not sure. Also, that was a void. I did not want to fall in that. Those boomerangs home in on you. He shoots one, a big one that doesn't. That red orb shoots fireballs. There are other fire-based attacks that he can send at you. You want to stay on the move to avoid those. Yeah, he's a straight-up pushover, even though Vaughn Hessler is the final boss of the game. All you really need to do is bring 9 or 10 angel cards, and you can easily just tear them apart. Game is super easy, but still fun. And just like that, we have beaten Vaughn Hessler / Owasa's second form. I'm assuming Owasa is the name of the spirit that has taken him over. I have underestimated your abilities, but there is still someone that I can turn on you. Where's Rudy? Who is he talking about? Camellia. He is going to hypnotize her into fighting us. Oh no! Oh, there he is. And yeah, all you need to do is just keep going south. We have beaten Owasa's second form. Unfortunately, we may have a second form, or third form to deal with. And once you start going south from Vaughn Hessler's room, you just start moving south automatically, I'm assuming. I mean, it definitely felt that way once I reached the last room. Yeah! It's Camellia. He must have gotten to her. I am the ruler of Vladamasco. Camellia! Don't be fooled. The creature is controlling her. Not anymore. What's going on? Well, that was anticlimactic. This menace won't give us any more trouble. How did you do it, Camellia? Wow. It's over now. The land is safe. We can now live in peace. What an adventure. Let's continue to work together for the future of the islands. As a team, we will be unstoppable. And we get no explanation as to how Camellia beat Owasa. Why did Rudy grab the coin? And Yeah, pose. I guess. Of course Rudy would grab the coin. He's been doing it all game. Father, how did this happen? I can't believe that you let the creature control you. It was a strange experience, son. By the time I realized that something was wrong, he had taken over my mind. Well, it's all over now. Yes, and you have proven yourself as a worthy heir to the Vaughn Hessler crown. Thank you, Father. This was quite an ordeal. Camellia, you handled it very well. We still don't know how she beat Osawa. The game never explains. We all did well. Spike and Rudy are both great fighters. Thanks to all of you, the islands of Vladimasco are safe. Now, we must rebuild the lands. Someday, Camellia, you will make a fine ruler of the Vampira Kingdom. Thank you, Mother. Let's go home. Yes, let's go. Spike, I didn't expect you to do so well. You've grown up. Thank you, Father. You have proven yourself well as a worthy prince of Batland. Spike, I'm proud of you. Someday, you will be the king. Rudy, Camellia, and I are all ready to do our duty for the land. Wow, this text is going so slow. In time, you will do just that. But for now, you are still my little boy. Oh, Mom. And the credits roll. So, this game, pretty simple, pretty fun. Interesting game that anybody would have grown up with in the 90s. In America or Japan. Sadly, the game did not come out in Europe. I was under the impression the game may or may not have had a European release. Nope, it did not, because the game didn't come out in America until 1994, and it probably wouldn't have come out in Europe until 1995 if they ever planned a European release at all. It's a shame, because this is a rather nice short game. And I don't think there's any other games in the Durabachan series after this one. I can't seem to find any information about them. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. But here we are with the credits. We're seeing all the bosses we fought in the game. Graphics are pretty good. You can definitely tell what everything is. They're simple, they're colorful, they're bright. They're pretty fun. The music is really, really bouncy in this game. There's a lot of horns, too. I still expect some guy in a tuxedo and a top hat and a cane to bust into the game at any moment and just dance to the music, just kick his feet back and just up and down, back and forth. Like in one of those musicals. Either you'll like it or you won't. The play control, I didn't have much of a problem with it. It was pretty good. I didn't have any problems with it. The controls may feel a little unwieldy at first, And that's the end, and it just goes back to the title screen. The controls feel a little unwieldy at first, especially if you're not used to throwing the hand around, but you do get used to them over time. And once you beat this game, there's not really much of a reason to play it again unless you really like the game and you just happen to have a Super Nintendo marathon going. So yeah, 94 Bulletproof Software, 93 Naxat, 1990 to 1993 Red. I'm assuming they're making a reference to the first game that was on PC Engine and was Japan only. I'm guessing Red didn't do anything else with the Durabot-chan / Spike McFang series after that. I'm guessing it was just a duology, and wow, it only took like 5 to 6 hours of game time to get through this. This wasn't too bad. This was not a long game by any means. If you like what you saw and you think you can beat this game, which you probably can, as long as you keep your level as high as possible throughout the game, go ahead and pick this game up and try it yourself. Speaking of which, special thanks to Coup Impact for making a Let's Play that provided a good amount of strategies for getting through the game, definitely leveling up. I think one of the major drawbacks about this game is that if you just stay strong the whole game and you just keep your level like super high, if you just make Spike McFang overpowered, you don't need to use your magic for not even the bosses. You can just tear through everybody with the hat attack. So it's an easy game. I have the feeling that some gamers will definitely consider this game too easy. Also, the text goes a little slow in the dialogue boxes. It may go a little too slow for some people. Other than that, not a bad game. Doesn't exactly set the world on fire, but what it does competently. It's a pretty good game. And with that, that has been Let's Play The Twisted Tales of Spike McFang. Hopefully I'll be back with another game. Maybe it'll be good, maybe it'll be bad, maybe it'll be somewhere in between, who knows. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, thanks for watching, and see you guys later!